Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine. If you'd like a reading with me, go to my webpage, www.divinetwinsoul11.com. Go to my services page. There you can find a link that says book online. When you book online, you'll be able to get all of my services there and book an appointment. There are no specials this month. It's just as is. However, if you want to also go on Instantgo, which you can be able to get a question answered, or you can also get a video reading, or either you can reach me by phone that way. This week I've been a little busy with me trying to get things back on track. And so some of you all have been trying to reach me through Instantgo. You probably do better probably do better even shoot me a question than answer me maybe by the phone. It depends. Again, I'm not available until after 5 p.m. Central Standard Time to be able to answer your questions. Okay, so let's get down into the good. This one is going to be a Twin Flame Collective reading. Just kind of getting into the energies. I feel a little bit more energized. It's still up and down. I've done what a lot of my subscribers have told me, and also my spiritual mentor had told me. I took me a nice salt bath Saturday, which kind of helped and set me back right. That was really good, very therapeutic. I felt with the energies here, they're still here. Every now and then it kind of tries to get me, but then I had to try to see around myself the blue light around me, Archangel Michael, doing some more shielding things, because some of the things I don't know, it's more so energies is changing, because my muscles, I feel muscle soreness, things of that nature that really have been taxing. I mean, to the point that, I mean, it just hurt. It just felt like I was dying. I mean, you know, and I looked at Summer Sunsets videos in which he talks about the energies, the shifts that's occurring in the atmosphere. Very good. And that kind of helped put me right on some things. I had been trying to try something new dietary wise, try to go vegetarian, kind of that way. I don't know. I think she mentioned that in there, that some of us can go straight vegetarian. Some of us need meat. I've seen that the days that I went straight vegetarian, I was extremely tired. The days that I did a little more vegetables and a little bit of meat, I had more energy. So I know my mother said, I'm going to watch you on this new thing. You're trying to do vegetarian. I don't know about you and your system. I'm picking up that might not be so good. So my mom is a little kind of clairvoyant too. Now, in little, she's a lot. She's like, I don't think you should do that. So I was like, okay. So I knew when she said that, about, you know, me being stubborn, the Aries that I am. I'm like, I'm going to do it. But she proved to be right. So I hope she ain't watching this YouTube to say, I told you. You told your viewers I was right, but you ain't tell me. But on that. So, yeah, I feel a little bit more energized. I had my nephew. He told me he watched the video. He said, yeah, I could tell you was tired. And my spiritual mentor, but I was pushing through because I knew that I missed you all, so that I wanted to make sure that I got these videos out to you all to kind of get my own spin, my own little special sunshine, divine sunshine spin on what things are going energy wise. As far as the divine masculine with me, the thing I had asked before I got on here, I asked Spirit, what did they want me to give you all as a channel message? And the channel message is surrender. For us to really get to that point that we are in total surrender. And I hit that Sunday. I watched T.G. Jakes. I'm a person that here lately I find whatever I need. I'm not religious, as more spiritual person. And I don't care where the message, wherever it comes from. If it hits me, that's where I'm going. And because I might practice, look at Buddhism. I don't mind with that. If it's got a message that hits me, I will look at it. So this one was T.D. Jakes, and he was talking about us just being able to release and to forgive, and how we're still carrying on some of those grudges, and how to just really give complete surrender to the Spirit. And I watched another video, and it was pretty much saying that I think his name was Steve Andre, and he was talking about forgiveness. Why would we be jealous of our twin flames being with someone else or with the karmic when they are in such an egoic state? And that kind of really hit me. That's like, okay, you know, like, why would you want to really be with them and they're in that kind of state of mind? You know, all that would be is just very kind of pretty much, it would be a mental, pretty much abuse. It will be more so physically. I know with me, anything that goes on with my divine masculine, I take it on physically. You can see the things going on with me. I do a lot of swelling. I call it the puff fish syndrome, where if he does things to hurt me, I feel offensive or whatever, I start to swell up. I've seen that. I was listening to a seminar today about energy vampires, how they take your energy, and she was stating that if you keep on giving your power over to someone, that on a cellular level it will start to shift and change things in your body type. And that's what was happening. I did not know that that was going on with him when I was with my divine masculine, because a lot of times I was giving my power over to him, doing a lot of things for him, sacrificing myself because of, like I seen in the webinar today, being an empath. I'll just feel like, oh, I got to cater to you. I've got to, you know, give to you. I want to make sure you're all right, because the divine is blessed with me so many things, and I see you struggling, and then I want to kind of help you out, and, you know, make sure you up on we together, you know, because I'm feeling we like Beyonce and Jay-Z. You build your empire, I build my empire. We Cookie and Lucius. Yeah, you know, if I'm up there, I can't see you struggling. I always say that, and then I see you struggling. We got to be together, you know, whether if I'm giving him material-wise or if I'm giving to him emotional-wise, I'm giving up myself. And my body was telling me all along, you giving your power. I start swelling, feet start swelling, things of that nature, and didn't know that's what it was. Now, at this point, while I'm in self-discovery mode, a part of me is kind of semi-happy, relief that I am in that point or that state, because I feel this gives me time to work on myself. I don't have those elements. I don't have to pop those, as the lady had said in her vampire. I wish I would know what's the name of this book. And so maybe some of you all can do that, because she did a very nice exercise in there, how to be able to release. All right, and it pulled up right here. Here it is. I hope you can see it. I'm going to try to. Can you see it, or is it going to block? It's going to do something weird. I thought it would be able to, but you can't, because it's so blind and light. But her name is Christine Northrup, and her book is Dodging Energy Vampires. A Beautiful Soul hooked me up to this. My bestie had hooked me up to this book. And I just really say thank you for this, because I see with this being an empath, how some of the things of past relationships of false twin flames, how you attract, because we kind of have that light. And I kind of told my play nephew that we have that light, and sometimes when we have that light, we attract everybody, from the Flavor Flavs to the bootleg Fabios to all that, and they come, they just say shoot to us, because they see it and they know what kind of words to say to play on our emotions. You know, now I've never felt this way with anybody before, and you really healed me, and something about that. We kind of play on that. So, oh yeah, oh okay, this is part of my mission. This is my purpose. This is what I'm here for. But all the while, they up there sucking us dry in the meantime. So if those of you all that are empaths, with I know you being divine feminines or divine masculines, that's in there, we have found ourselves in relationships, whether it were karmics, family men, I'll call it the karmic situation, the three nouns, person, place, or thing. Those karmic situations, we find themselves draining from us. Very good book to have, very good book to read. As far as how to deal with that, how to cut off, you know. And she was saying in so many words that in the webinar, that it was really no such thing as good people down, that, you know, no matter how you help them, some of them, in so many words, that's what she was saying to me, that they can't be helped. You know, stop thinking everybody thinks like you. Everybody does not think like you. And that was kind of different kind of spin of things. I guess still me in my divine light worker self. They say everybody can be saved. Everybody is not bad. There is a little bit of light in everybody. So yeah, I guess I'm still holding on to that optimism. You probably say that's what got you in this situation in the first place. But that is it. So we've got to get to the point of just complete surrender. If it's hurting us, and like I said, if they're right now off with those karmics situations, dealing with that, then like Steve Andre said, thank God that they're off. If they're happy, they're happy. And we know some of them, you say, no, deep down now they're not, but something about them, they wanted to take a break from this journey. And we know that this is hard, because I listened to his name is Ascending Lion. Interesting twist to things. He is a transgender, divine masculine. He came into this world knowing that he was a masculine. He told his mom straight off the bat, I'm a boy. She's like, nah, you a cowgirl. He said, nah, I'm a cowboy. And she's like, oh, okay. So it's an interesting twist from that situation to view and look and see from how strongly the sex are ready for. You already just know who you are in your spiritual DNA, in your core, from your spirit, from your soul. And he has interesting spin of just telling it from the divine masculines set. And he was just saying how he had to get to this point. He was just fighting it, just battling. His role as the divine masculine. You know, a lot of times he says divine feminine would talk to him. She come with that light. I call it unicorns and rainbows attitude. You know, and they like, and I know sometimes divine masculine, mine would, he'd be looking at me like, okay, you know, that's nice, baby. But, you know, just the real world. This is what I got to match. And sometimes he would listen into it and take it in. And so, at the same time, like I said, he has to get to that point that the divine masculine said to just surrender to the process. Because he said he was talking about from the divine masculine's aspect, what he's going through, the dark night of the soul, coming out of that, coming out in a new creature, and those moments and times that, you know, the divine feminine was there. He said, trust your divine feminine, because your divine feminine knows how to get you out of those spots. He said, although sometimes you want to fight and say, no, you don't know what you talk about, get out here with them unicorns and rainbow speech. But you know, we do know, because we're your other half of you, divine masculines, and we do know what it takes to kind of help talk you out of that dark place and bring you into the light. And a lot of times I know that even with my divine masculine, anything he get into the dark, I'll tell him, okay, don't stay in the darkness. Like if a friend would pass away, he'd go into that dark place, and a lot of times I have to come in there, divine sunshine, shine this flashlight and say, okay, DM, are you in here? Bring your behind on out of here. Because that's enough. Nah, that's enough. Come on over here in the light with me and stay with me. You could cry with me, but don't go over there into your little corner and start crying and staying in the darkness. So at the same time, I know this is like a rant, but my thing is that we got to come to a point that we're complete surrender about the situation. We cannot be in control. We can't go in there and manipulate things. We can't go and change things. We've got to work on ourselves. That is where the real change begins. And right now, I know I have been in that fake, I call surrender mode. Like, I'm surrendering. Okay, you know, he don't call me. I don't call him. I'm all right. And at the same time, I'm looking. Is he on it? He ain't on my phone. I don't see that. But right now, I'm at the point that it is a surrendering. It's not like how it was. It's more of a peace within me that I feel. It's not complete surrender, total, but I would say it's an 80%, versus that if you would have asked me last week, it would have been a 60% surrendering of the whole thing. So because of what happened Sunday with T.D. Jakes and what I heard, he fed my soul literally. I had my soul full from his lesson, and it helped me to go on. So enough of me ranting, but I think today's thing this week is surrendering, because we got a lot of new energies that are coming in. We got what the Saturn is going now in retrograde. It's one of them planets that's now turned around. It was before we out of what was going on before, and now we into new energies, and we got this Cycron that's going in, the next one. And so we got all these different energies, but I'm with divine masculine. This is my last on my rant, which is that, you know, no matter what type of cycles that come in, moon cycles or whatever, and I think I heard also a warrior, awakened warrior, say this, that, you know, it's your mind state that sets the tone for how you go through all these things. Because I remember one time it was a retrograde, and I was like, I ain't even, if I didn't read and find out later on it was a retrograde, I would have never had even known that it was going on, because my mindset was just really in that space. I was a happy time. Me and DM was on the same page, and I was like, hey, I got my man, I'm fine, and that's it. And it didn't bother me. So to me, when I look back in retrospect, it's your mind space clearly where it is that really sets the tone for it. So it's positive. They come. Probably I did have some lessons back there, but the way the higher vibrations I was and being the happy space that I was in my mind space, they came and it just went right on out, just like a running faucet down the sink, down the drain. It just really didn't bother me. So that's the same thing that I'm saying here. If we're in total surrender, whatever kind of blows or things the universe bring to us or lessons, we got to remember to turn those lessons into blessings. Okay, enough of that. That's about a long rant. I said 15 minutes or 30 minutes for this. So let's see what's happening with the energies for the divine twin souls. Clear, collective. What's happening in the mind space of the divine feminine? What's happening in the mind space of the divine feminine? Okay. What is in the mind space of the heart space? Say mind space. Heart space of the divine feminine. What's in the heart space of the divine feminine? Okay. What's in the mind space of the divine masculine? What's in the mind space of divine masculine? I mean, is this word? Okay. Some say you got to stay. Okay. And then are these cards upside down? The majority of them are. Oh, okay. Flip you around. Okay. And what's in the heart space of the divine masculine? Too many cards. What's in the heart space? What's in the heart space? Combination of things. Okay, I gotta call it where it is. That's the rule. Okay, here we go. So this week for the collective, for the divine twin soul collective, in the mind space is for the divine feminine is release your ex. Right now she is really burdening about this information, about this situation. Those of you all that are still in situations, could be karmic. Ex could be any kind of relationship that is draining or that is blocking you all. Those situations. She wants you to exit out, like Wakanda. Exit out, okay? Those things. It's a burden. It's a burden for her to go on to the next level of her divinity. We already had the moon, so the new moon was this past weekend. This probably brought out these feelings about her wanting to be more of the feelings that changed, those energy shifts that we talked about that turned that occurred over this weekend that I felt also as well. She wants some communication to happen, so either via text or email, some kind of written communication to let her know what's going on as far as the finger on the pulse as the relationship with this ex. These things, these situations, could be karmic situation, could be again the karmic threes, person, place, a thing, those things. So she wants you to get to the point that you exit these out. It says it's time. It's come to a time to clear the energy, and that's what she's saying. You need to exit some of these things out. Is these addictions, whatever it is, In her mind, she said, you need to clear that out. In her heart is children. Your love life is being affected by children. I seen on our House of Items with Elizabeth, she was talking about parenting, how we really got to come to the point that we become our own parent. We become very protective of ourselves. And I know even this weekend, I had did the same thing where I had felt that I needed to kind of be a mother to myself because things and the energies was coming too much. I was getting overburdened, very drained with that fatigue, that feeling. And I just told myself, I said, stop. Let's do what the subscribers told us. Let's do what my spiritual mentor did. And I mean, in the midst of everything, my deadlines and things happen, I said, let's stop and just take us a nice bath, just soak there. And I mean, it just really had seemed like it helped to reset. Sometimes, what's that song, that spiritual song say, you got to encourage yourself in the Lord. I can hear it. I can say, encourage yourself. Now I'm missing two things, but anyway, that song there, where it's just really motivate yourself, encourage yourself, do those things to uplift you, to get you where you need. So as the feminine this weekend, I believe how you had to be a parent to yourself is that you had to nurture yourself. Just like what I said, stop. Go to bed at 10 o'clock. Let's get a full night's rest. Let's not go all the way to 12 o'clock. Things for the divine masculine, things of how you had parented yourself was that you had to find yourself to be the master, get yourself an authority, saying, okay, stop, we got to get a hold of these addictions, whatever's happening with this karmic situation, whatever it is, I got to get a hold of it so that I am the master, not them mastering me. So those are the things when you're talking about children. I'm going to go with Elizabeth as well. It's not physical children that's messing with you. It's just really becoming a parent to yourself, really nurturing yourself, becoming that person that really say, I'm gonna watch over you, your own guardian angel. That's what I'm picking up from this card, and I believe that is so. From the divine masculine, we have 5 cards. These things are on his mind. The following is give your relationship a chance. Right now, the divine masculine does know that we are both divine. Okay. It's no question. I believe that. I've seen that in a lot of videos. I believe that for myself. That is going on as well. So with that, we're both coming into that knowing. And so now he's coming to the point that he's saying, I think I need to give that relationship a chance. Okay. Next thing, he's also talking to himself, saying it's safe to love. Some other masculines are there. I watched a video of a lady named Gone Gay. It's Gaan something, Gai, I think. She is talking about that. She said, according to her, that it is 70% or 75% of the divine masculines are awoke. It's a percentage of them that are not still awoke, but it's a good percentage of the divine masculines that are awakened at this point. So now he's trying to tell himself it's safe to love. It said, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Some of them are ready to do this. Okay. He's seeing now that the divine feminine is more so, before she was the enemy of the state. Now when he looks at her, he sees her as being more so angelic, more of the divine, and say, oh, now I see. I didn't know what that was, but now when I look at her, I do see her divinity in her. I do see her divineness. I do see why she should be upheld and put on this pedestal and revered. It's not, I'm just putting up there and I felt something different, but now I know. Okay. He's still in that part. Again, when I see this card, and I know you all tired of me saying, but I still say the divine masculine still coming from a couple of sets of the mindset of still shielding off his emotions, not really quite there to really reveal all his emotions, but he knows within himself he's come with one and knowing that you are the divine. Next thing is on his mind. So now he feels like he needs to call you in, or he feels that you are calling him in. That's it. So your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Some of the divine masters, now they are woken, they're probably also reading and seeing how can they call you in, how can they be on one accord. That means how can I get in line with that. Some of them feeling, they saying, how can I get in line? I feel the call, now I want to be on one accord. Some of them are saying, I can feel it, I quite don't know what to do with it. And I'm kind of just standing there. Like, to me, it's like a standstill. It's like, yeah, you never say, okay, you gave the ball like I see it on basketball court. They give you the ball, they throw it to you, and then at the same time, they like, oh, who I throw it to next? Who I throw it over here, over here, over here? Well, you know, so this is the way I'm seeing him. It's like, okay, I got this love, I got this heart. Now, who do I throw it to? Okay, I don't know what the next move to do. So this is what I'm picking up from this card. He's still on his mind is his finances, his career. This has been a running theme through all of the videos that I have watched. He's still trying to create this perfect utopia world for the divine feminine. He wants to make sure he got something to offer her. He wants to make sure that, you know, he sees her. To me, this is a card. See, I see my divine feminine on her grind. She's blossoming. She's planting seeds. She's sowing her seeds that she's planted divinely in the spiritual. And I want to be, it's almost like, how can I be down? How can I be like that? And so he's really trying to match your swag together, divine feminists, to make sure that he's on the same thing, that he has some on the table, that he's pulling his weight. It's not like she up here and I'm down here, like this horse card here, and you going there speeding, and you going 50, 60 miles per hour, and he walking at a foot and he going 5 miles per hour. Okay, he wants to make sure that you're on the same wavelength here. So right now, this is a little bit on his mind. This could also act as a block for him as far as in union. He wants to retreat. So right now he's got all these things on mind. He's got this new information, and he's at the point that he said, I kind of want to kind of retreat. But when I retreat, I want to take you on my mind. I want to kind of figure out what's my next game plan. I'm seeing today is about sports. I'm seeing him sitting there in front of like a football thing where they telling about the plays, and like, okay, now you go defense, offense, you running this way. This is how I want you to play. So when he does see you, he knows what to say, what to do, what to communicate, how he wants to go about this this reunion, and how he wants to, or if you're already in union, how to continue on with the relationship that you all have. Okay, what's on his mind space? Now, we got both of them in reverse. Ooh, my heart chakra is really itching, and my nose is doing the itch. Okay, we got you express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. When I see something that tells her to do something, express, I want to say that in his mind, he say, I'm already in tune of knowing that I'm already in love. I don't feel, and that sounds like a divine master saying, there is anything to express. I know that I know these signals. I feel it. Like I said, I don't know. I feel like a person threw me the football, and I don't know who to pass it to, either to kick it, run it, you know, whatever those plays are that they do in football. I'm trying to do my best. But right now, I just keep on seeing him just holding that ball, and everybody is coming out at him, like the divine feminine, all of the angels, higher self, and all that. And then part of him was like, oh, wait a second. Hold on. Are you playing for my team? Are you playing against me? Well, who's running defense and who playing offense here? Because I thought we all playing for the same team. And so this is what I'm seeing him as far as him say express his love. It's like, I got the ball. I know I'm in love. I got the signal. I got it just like a TV. I know I'm tuned in on this divine station. But I don't know what to do with the rest of these channels, these stations you got here. Here, reconciliation. This came in reverse. It says someone from your past will return into your life. With this, I see in reverse, the reverse of that coming from your past. That means right now he's seeing you in his present time. This is what's in his heart. I'm seeing her in my now, just like Eckhart Tolle would say. We're in the present. We're in the now. And so I'm thinking, to me, this is what I'm picking up. Now, it could go two ways. This could be, he's some of those parts are saying, I want to express my love, just don't know how to go about it. I got my hand again. When I see this again, always, when I see that, it's the awkwardness. I'm trying. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm doing the best I can, but I know something about me knows that I'm not doing this to the best of the abilities. I don't look like 5-year-old whipping you up and take you up to the beach and making love to you while the waves crash on our bodies and all that stuff. I'm a little awkward. I might then broke your bra strap trying to do it, and broke your then pulled off too many buttons, and messed up your blouse that you had on trying to be like 5-year-old. So that's what I'm saying. It's awkwardness. It's like I'm trying, and you're like, oh baby, slow down. Yeah, you just over. Okay, all right, okay, that's what we're doing. You done broke my good Victoria's Secret bra that cost $50, but okay, all right, I can replace that because I'm glad you're here. So we just gonna go with it. Oh, okay, you done tore up my panties. Okay, now them is gone. Now I got to go out here commando because you didn't tell. Okay, all right, but we gonna go with this because I'm so glad you're here. So that's that right there. Reconciliation. Again, he wants to make things right. That's on his mind as well. Someone from your past is returning in your life. Okay, so that is that. Let's see about the current energies. What's going on for the divine feminine and divine masculine. Clear. What's going on with the current energies for the divine feminine. I am so thirsty. I know some of y'all say that's ascension. Okay, I know. And what's going on with the divine masculine? Okay, they hopped on now. The divine masculine said, "Bam, I can help you out. You talk about you thirsty. I can help you out with this real quick." Okay, so we got 5 cards. Interesting. He had 5, now you got 5. Okay, divine feminine. We got the 9 of earth in reverse. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. This is earth. This is material things. So right now, it's the divine feminines, and I can attest to this too. We're having a problem with what's going on right now because we're not seeing things going on. We're not really enjoying life because we're busy trying to figure out what's going on with divine masculine, seeing what he's doing. And we also probably spending quiet time alone. We might be trying to do that, but at the same time, it's too hard because when we do spend time alone, we're thinking about our divine masculines. What is he doing? Or am I doing enough inner work? Is this the right meditation? Is this going to call him in? Do this like this soul card. Is he going to find me calling? Am I calling him right with the right call? Woohoo! Or whatever it is. Is that the right call? Or is it hooty hoo? I don't know what call it is. Or meow. I don't know which call it is that I got to use to call him in. But I'm trying to call every call but the kitchen sink to see I can call him in to let him know that I'm ready for him to return. Successful self-employment. You're probably trying to find all different type of opportunities to see what kind of other options that you have in order to make this work. You might be trying to either find options to keep you busy, like I seen one site said, keep yourself busy, so you don't keep on thinking about what's going on with the divine masculine or whatever. Also here, I'm talking about separation. So if you are in a relationship, you're not really, if you're in union, thank you. I heard somebody say, go on now, you can't talk always separation. We got other people not, some of us in union. If you are in union, right now you're having a hard time adjusting to the material world, what's going on with you. You're trying to find you some alone time, but maybe you're trying to find it's kind of hard for you to do that. Maybe the divine masculine is there because you all are probably maybe getting to know each other. If you're those parts that just got back into reunion, you say it's new. I wouldn't really spend all time with him, kind of just and get to know him. That's issue. You're trying to find some new successes. Also with the divine feminine, you got the 6 of water, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Again, that children card came up. I didn't want to go play again because it seemed like every time when I do a reading, I'm always telling you to got to heal the inner child. But this seems like the card and the spirits are telling me again, we got to find ways to heal these inner child, these childhood issues. Some are still in denial. There is something going on with the childhood. You got to heal that inner child. I seen with that thing that I did with the vampires, she was saying do some exercises in the book. She had something about healing the child going there and getting those things together. A lot of emotions. Anytime you're talking about water, we got a lot of emotions. You're going back to the past. You might be fantasizing. Those of you who are in separation, you think about the good times. You're being nostalgic about what happened with you in the divine masculine, and that's coming up. You know, remember when it was like this, and you doing Michael Jackson, remember the time, but the Egyptian times might be regressing the past lives, and you being Cleopatra and him being what, not King Tut. Cleopatra was with I could see him and I can't say all I see is Anthony Anthony, you know who I'm talking about, and Elizabeth Taylor. Them the two only ones I'm seeing right now in my mind. Whatever. That was even tumultuous too. Memories from the history and past. So you got to hear that childhood stuff. Right here we got the Empress, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. But I just told you, we got to nurture ourselves, divine feminines. We have right here the give birth to your dreams. So we've got to work on that vision work. Work with Archangel Gabriel on that. We're Empress. So we get into our divinity. We're getting more into that as that. So the more work we do in the work, this is coming real as well. This is that golden light. We're going really higher up into those upper chakras that we think about 7, but it's more than that. We're going all the way through, all the way up. I'll hear that. All the way up. Right. So that's what we're doing. We're going all the way up into there to get that crown higher one, so we can really bring in and becoming our light workers into our purpose, into our mission. So the abundance. So once we get our dreams and our visions on board, we'll be able to manifest those things. For Earth, again, the material thing cards coming up. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions given to those less fortunate. So with this, we're seeing that she's working on some things. I'm seeing some things here, some uncertainty in her eyes that we see in this picture. Is like, what you looking at? I don't know. Kind of thing. It's like, to me, I see her in her knowledge, but to me, in this knowledge, it's like entanglement. Sometimes too much knowledge is about a thing can blow your mind, like my spiritual mentor said, I'm gonna blow your crown chakra. Yeah, well, sometimes these things you trying to do, it does blow your crown chakra in this being too frivolous. I think being too frivolous, I even talked to myself. I said I got to get back with my practice of my money, how you flow it out and it comes back to you. Because if I say I give it out and it doesn't come back to me void, I got to go back to believing that. Some kind of way I was at the beginning of my twin flame journey, I was very giving on that, and some way it kind of got in between. It started to become very I started kind of taping back a little bit, and I said, okay, now I kind of see that in my money, and it's getting funny. It's because I'm not circulating. I'm not creating that flow. That's just like that life flow. Money and life go hand in hand. Okay, and you know, it's the same thing. So that means my life force, I'm not giving out there. That's why the money is not flowing like that. So we can't be frivolous about things, because things going on with our divine masculine or whatever. We got to learn how to keep things flowing. Do the same things that, like they say, that got him here. Is the same things that we got to continue to do and more. Okay. Because when we were doing that, I know I was throwing out that money when he came on the scene. So that same thing I got to get back to. Okay. We got the 7 of water in the opposite. 7 of water, I always know this 7 like the 7 of cups. You got a lot of options. A complex decision. So right now it's came to the point that in the event of the divine feminine, that there is no there's no complex decision to make. We got to stop telling all these seven different options. We got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. It ain't no that. It's just down to one, and that's because that's what creates that doubt. And that's another thing I wanted to say as my message that had been channeled to me about this doubting. I've experienced that, even talking with other clients and things about this doubt. You know, it confuses the universe. The universe don't know which way you want to go. It's like, do you want it or you don't? Are we going for this or we not? I'm not going to tell you that this divine twin soul thing journey is going to be easy. We've got to, you can ask, and I've had people give me exercise, and I've read also about that, how you can ask your highest, your team, like your angels, your guides, and all that, can Is all possible? Can you make this journey? I know the lessons going to come to me. I know this, but is it all possible? Can you make the lessons be fun? Can you make the lessons come as fast as possible to make it more easier? That it's not like a burden. So I get the lesson and blessing, and we keep on moving. If that's all possible, you can ask that. That's just like Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane said, if all possible, this cup could pass. Keep it rolling. Go on, take that Jesus, take that, go on that pimp cup and roll on somewhere. But then it's like, no, you got to take this, because if you don't, we're not able to go on for, to save us today because of you being able to take this pimp cup, take this cup. Okay, so my thing is that this is the same thing. We got to get to the point that it is one option. There is no A, B, and C. Like I tell the kids, well, you think I'm talking to you and you think I gave you an A, B option to what I just told you? If I told you sit down, it's only one option. It's option A. Ain't no A and B. I think about sitting down. No, sit down. Okay, so that's the same thing it is with this. There is no complex decision. We got to simplify it. Stop thinking about all these options. Like I talked to my nephew, and I say, stop thinking about these other. I got comic here, comic there, comic everywhere. No, it ain't. Either we going for this divine feminine or we ain't. It's either or. It ain't gonna be no wishy-washy about that. See, you doing that, and us as divine feminines, we can pick up on that too as well. We know that you ain't down. If you ain't a ride or die twin, we can feel it. You ain't riding die. So okay, while I'm riding down and you off there someplace else. Okay, so moving on. For the divine masculine, his current situation right now, night of fire. So right here, he in action mode. Funny thing here, the divine feminine, he got no action cards, none whatsoever. All of hers is about material. You in that 3D, and you in your emotions. Whole bunch of that. And some angelic. You got one about the Empress. So the night of fire, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So right now, this is what he's at. So something has happened, occurred. I'm going to do a clarify definitely on this one to see what has happened, occurred that caused this tension. And for him to think things through. What's sudden event? Because right now, he's got passion that he didn't have before. He's adventurous. He's self-assured and he's restless. So he wants some changes to happen. However, he's got the Ace of Water. Okay. Ace of Water is falling in love, or the resurgence of the relationship, spiritual growth, enhanced intuition, a new home. So right now, looks like to me, the divine masculine is either was in the home situation and now he's moving out of that home situation, literally, or in the material 3D, or in a spiritual way. It's like, okay, I was messing with this karmic situation, but now I'm moving on and I'm looking for something else. This kind of look like this. Okay, I got a full table. So with that, this is really telling me that the research in a relationship, some kind of new love in the spiritual growth, which I want to say that's got to do with the divine twin thing. This is on his mind. It showed in the cards earlier. This is definitely on the divine masculine's mindset. I want to ask this energy. What is this? Let me ask the energy cards. Clear. What is this new falling in love and this new falling in love? Let's ask that. What's happening with him as far as this Ace of Water? Let's ask that. Got you. And what's happening with this night of fire? Okay. All right. So whatever it is, I was in the moment because it showed it on that. All right. So deceit. What's happening with this Ace of Water? What's causing this? Falling in love, resurging relationship, spiritual growth, enhanced intuition, and a new home. Some deceit has been going on. I don't know this male or female, but somebody got a 2 and a 5, so that's unity and a change. Somebody was doing some deceit here, and this is what caused them to say, okay, I'm gonna change directions. Now this could go two ways. I'm feeling this look like this the masculine, since this masculine, he was deceiving himself. Maybe he was in a karmic situation. He thought, oh, this is good, this is the best thing since mom's homemade sliced apple pie. And he found out, said, what the heck is this? This rhubarb pie. You know, well, ain't no kick to rhubarb. Rhubarb is good. I like rhubarb pie, but some people might not. But that's a substitution to apple pie. What the heck is this? This ain't no, what the hell? Okay, so he didn't find that out. Okay, so this is a cause for, this is a cause for this as well. Okay, next thing. What's called a night of fire. I'm going to go back to find out what that is. What is called the night of fire? Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. That is, his money is acting funny. It ain't blossoming like he wants to. He wants his money, the abundance to bloom and blossom so he can catch up with where you are. Where's that one? It was one. He's seeing you on your grind, and he said he want to match your swagger and what you doing, your hustle. He's not, this is bothering him. We already seen that earlier, saying about him and the finances. The finances was bothering him. So he's saying he got to put the pedal to the metal, because he feel that something is afoot coming around the corner. Those 70% of those divine masters that's awakened, he done got to call and say he's got to do a little bit better than what he's doing. Okay, next thing, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. His intuition, his third eye is opening now. He's seeing a vision. Some of them probably getting some dreams at night about what's going on. He's seeing what is going on, what's going to be asked him. Some might not know what it is, might be scaring some to death, but at the same time, this is opening up as well. And so this is also creating that fire underneath him of that action that he needs to do something. That's a certain event, because he's awakened. That's that new spiritual growth that he's talking about here. Because he's been awakened, now he knows the time is of the essence. He knows exactly what he actually has to do. Let's do clarify, because I said I was going to clarify. What's the, I want to know what this sudden event was. I'm being nosy. What's this sudden event? Clear. What's the sudden event with divine masculine? He got a fork in the road. What you say? Didn't we have this last week? So he back on this fork in the road. Some of them went 2 ways, because I probably had the deceit card. So now he feeling like he could go either way. But he knows it's a celebration here. But he's really right now at this fork. Before he only thought he had one option. Now he's seeing he got several options. So he don't know which way he needs to go as far as that. Let's see. What was this sudden? That was that spiritual. That was this. Can I find out what caused him to have this new home? No, I sure want to know that. How's a nosy? Blessed in reverse. He didn't feel where he was at. He was blessed. That's what I'm picking up. He wants that feeling. And I've heard this before on videos, where divine masculine loves to be around the divine feminine, because we have that essence of that magical. We talking about that Walt Disney feel. It's like when you go down there, those of you that have experienced Walt Disney, how hell you 40 years old and you go right down there at Walt Disney World right now, and you find yourself to hit that music, that it's a small world after all. You hear that? You see the little kids around it with the little Mickey Mouse ears. You go on and you turn the key, find yourself skip to the loo and all through damn amusement park. You turn to the kid. It's that magic. You caught into that Walt Disney magic, that energy, the youthfulness, the kids. You believing, you believing in Tinkerbell. Heck, you think you Peter Pan. That's the same thing that the divine masculine misses. Your home. He feels that blessedness when he is with you. And he feels that Tinkerbell, that magical, that fairy dust, that like I call unicorns and rainbows feel. You made him feel. He's seen the light. He tastes the rainbow when he was with you. Wherever he at now, he said, I ain't fit taste no kind of damn rainbow. It's the damn sand, like it was in Wrinkle in Time. They was feeding them sandwiches and they was hungry. And it's like, oh, it tastes good. And the little boy talking about, this don't taste like no sandwich. This tastes like sand. And so they was doing the trickery. So wherever he had went, just like in the Wrinkle of Time movie, go watch that. Very good, very metaphysical. If you really, truly, in the Divine Twin, in the Matrix thing, you can see a lot of things going on in that Wrinkle of Time they got with Oprah Winfrey and Reese Witherspoon and that other girl, I forgot her name. She was on Fox TV show. I wasn't into that too much, but that very good, very good. That so wherever he is, he was eating things that looked like sandwiches that was dust. So wherever he was, he felt the love. He thought it was this is I could smell mom's apple pie. And when he got into it, he said, this is not really truly a blessed place for me. This is not where the divine wants me to actually be. So that's what that is. Let me see the cards. What is divine feminine, masculine? Feminine. I was first. What is the divine feminine? Clear. Want to say to divine masculine? What is the divine feminine? Want to say to divine masculine? What does divine masculine want to say to divine feminine? Okay, for the divine feminine saying to the divine masculine this week, you got to let go of control issues in reverse. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. She is saying you have been at that stalemate, which I said earlier, where you just standing there, you done caught the daggone pass. Everybody's running to you. The coach is on the sideline saying, run. You standing there with that heart saying, I don't know what the hell to do with it. What do I do? Do I run? Do I kick it? Do I go run to the end zone? What the hell do I do? So she's saying, at this time, it ain't no just let it naturally flow. No, you need to take some daggone action. Okay, so you need to listen to the coach on the sidelines, was it the angels or your higher self telling you, run, Forrest, run. Or you need to be on over there to say, okay, next thing you got your angels. Angels say, I got you. We run a defense. Let's go. Let's go. Go to the right. Go to the left. Let's go. We with you. Whichever way you going to go, we got you. We going to block them. Don't worry about the naysayers. Your family don't believe in it. They don't like her. Whatever it is, or don't like me. Whatever it is, we got it. We going to block for you. We going to be your defense for you. Okay, so with that, this is what they're saying. She's saying, I don't need you to be let everything naturally flow. I need you to take some action. I need you to be Action Jackson. Action Jackson number 11 on the football team. So your thing, your jersey saying 11, Action Jackson. So that's what I need you to do. You need to get to moving, okay? Next thing. On this one, for you got stay optimistic about, now he's saying this to her, about your love life, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. When I first read this, to me it said be realistic. Stop being unicorns and rainbows and get grounded in this. You know, a lot of times when we being the feminines in this, we're more emotional. We like to stay in the more spiritual reality. Why the divine masculines like to stay in the 3D. They're in the right here on earth kind of thing. They got to feel it, touch it, see it. We on the other thing say, I can feel it. I see it in the ethers, in the 5D, in the 4D, and I see and all this. And he's saying, no, I need you to have a real clear reality check as to where do you see us going. Okay, so I need you to get a reality check. This is what this is, a reality check. Not an optimistic check, but a reality check about what's going on. Because right now I'm in this place, I see it, I know it, this is new to me, but I need you here in the 3D to kind of help me and guide me to know what are my next steps. This is what I'm picking up, because right now I keep on seeing football players. I'm seeing a football thing. They got that up there where they got the thing where they got the X's and the O's, and they saying you go here, next play you go here, you go there, you go there. So I'm seeing them giving the plays right now, and I'm seeing your higher self on the sideline saying, run, Forrest, run. And you almost heard Sanford and Son, you big dummy, you just standing there. You got to do something. Okay, you got this information, what you're going to do. Okay, what does the universe say that they got to do next? What is this? I'm going to ask the oracle, chakra oracles. Clear. What does the divine feminine need to do next as far as this? And what does the divine masculine have to do next? Okay, we ain't have no dry eyes, and I ain't got my drops down here. And I got to do some more videos. So come on. Let's not dry up. What does the divine? Okay. The divine feminine wants to say, yeah, because he was last. The divine feminine wants to say to him, mysticism and gossip. Wow. What can you work on? To me, gossip means stop listening to other people. Divine feminine. Some of these other ones on the outside, and I think I seen that on a video, that's funny, they came up on mine, saying a lot of the outside people are swaying you, and their energies is kind of linking on to you and creating you to think. So your family might not think, they don't like him, they don't like what he did. Your family members, your friends, girl, I wouldn't go here now. How he treated you, he left you at that club with your quita. What you talking about? He your divine soulmate. He abusive. He don't know what the hell he want in the first place. Now, hold on, wait. Now, the more they talk to you about that quita in the club incident, which you already know that's so spot with you and him, they triggering you. They hitting right on it. They know what buttons to punch you. Right on that. So you got to watch it with the gossiping. Or you're listening to other things about what your divine masculine is doing if you're in separation. And that's not helping you either. You're like, okay, they saying he doing X, Y, and Z. And he doing good with it. And he done proposed to it. And he done did this and all that stuff. And that's messing you up as well. So you got to watch this. Block those things and really get definite, like you say, a reality check. What do you want? Like Prince said, do you want him? Or do you want me? Because I want you. So which one it going to be? They pretend that your divine masculine is Prince. Now, you be doing that on stage, baby. Everything. Victoria's Secret won't be no secret. No daggone more. If Prince up there saying that to me, I say, baby, you can have me. I might even forget the divine masculine. Forgive me. Why do I see Prince with them eyes bucking that be saying, okay now. Okay, anyway. I see you, Prince. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. Okay, moving on. Me and Prince, that's a whole backstory about me and Prince. That's probably why he invaded that last time when I tried to do that live, did that purple on there. He put that purple rain, let me know he was here. But anyway, me and Prince, we cool. Mysticism. Okay, the mystery of it, not knowing what's going on. He just told you, the divine master told you need to have a reality check. Get into realism. Know what do you actually want. Ain't no mystery to it. What do you actually want? The difference, the things, the synchronicities that's going on all around you. That's going on. Some of you all is confusing you all. Some of you all is not helping you get on track. You got to take that information. I know that even myself. Okay, I see this. I see this on the car. I see this here. The other day I seen someone to say twin med with the medical thing, which to me also could be kundalini, the rising of that. I said, okay, what that mean? You know, and I'm questioning, saying, okay, we come together, the divine masculine and the feminine, we come together, you know, and it's just sometimes it triggers to start thinking, okay, now take that information and say, okay, now how can I use that? How can I use that as my arsenal, become stronger, more grounded into this twin flame union stuff? Okay, when we're talking about divine masculine, this is an hour, Jesus help us. Okay, vanity. Some of the divine masculines here, you still in your ego. You're looking at self. You're not looking. You know that you have been awoken, but you're still looking at your 3D self. And this more so now, this ride, this journey now that you have agreed to take. And what is that? There used to be Mission Impossible. You agreed to take this mission. Well, right now, the spirit about the authority of God himself and the universe, they have already agreed for you to take this mission. You took the mission even when you was in your spiritual molecular DNA self had agreed to this mission. So right now, you in your 3D self. You got to get out of it. You're looking at you. You're looking at you for the answers. You're not going to find the answer. You got to look within. You got to go on the spiritual plane to find the answer as to what's the next step you need to do. Dissipating. You're having a hard time really letting go of things. Okay, you're not dissipating. You're not letting this go on into the ethers. This is what I'm picking up. You're having a hard time letting go of some things. You're getting lost in like a good little canary, almost something. What are some things like a little birdie told me? You almost same thing as divine feminine. Some things. Do you go relying on what other people telling you? They ain't experts. They ain't got a clue as to what's going on. They just repeating what they've been told to them. Okay, you looking probably at YouTube videos, maybe not even getting to understand about what's going on, clarifying about the whole situation. You just sitting there again, not getting there again. I need you to be in Action Jackson, our star MVP of the football field, 11. Get off your fanny and get to start doing something. Okay, do some more research, because this is only limited. This is so much. You got to look into some more things. And then also expansion. Right now, you're not expanding, but you need to expand. That's what's going to help you go to the next level. Not expand on these 3D thoughts, but expand on the spirituality. Opening up your chakras, you know, doing more activities, baby. Also reading up on some things, getting you a spiritual mentor, somebody who's been into, join some of these twin flame groups to kind of really know, because see, now you new kid on the block. Oh, 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 oh. Now you hot stuff. Oh, oh, oh. The right stuff, whatever. That is right now. You the hot stuff, you the right stuff now. You got to know what you're doing, okay? So that is that. We done went a whole hour. I ain't never did no hour, but whatever, glory to be, because I had to do my rant at the beginning. If I didn't do my rant, we'd been straight. So if you want any readings from me, go to my website, divinetwinsoul11.com. Click on the services page. On the services page, you'll see a book online. When you see book online, click on there, and then you can book a reading with me. Also, if you want to reach me by Instantgo, remember I am not available until 5 p.m. That's right. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Tell him I am not available until after 5 p.m. Central Time. And you can get a question answered. You can do question answer for $5. You can talk to me by phone, $1 a minute. And then a video, I think it's $1 a minute, something like that. I kept that cheap, but I definitely know I want my questions $5 on that. Again, give me a while. I need to put up there 24 to 48 hours. I'm not going to be able to get to you right then and there, because I like to be centered. I don't want to talk to nobody and give them no information, and I ain't centered and connected with the source. Because you could try it now if you want me to do a rush thing, but see, things is too much. You got too many people. I know you all are lingering on all of our readers and our advisors and guides, every lingering word. And if we give you something to tell you, jump out, go out there and put his name in some honey and put his name in ice, you all gonna go out there and do it, some of you all. And so I don't want to give no kind of advice that will make you go and do something and you say, but you told me divine sunshine, and then I said, well, yeah, you called me on the day I wasn't really centered. So we don't want to go out there doing that type of stuff. Okay, all right, let me go on to my next reading. I think it's either divine feminines and masculine karmics, or divine masculines and karmic feminines. All right, until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay elevated. Namaste, Namago.